that kid. Like compared to all of them, that kid.
Oh, I see it now, yeah.
We don't talk about that, Johnny. We didn't talk about that.
I didn't see it.
We don't talk about that. Talk about what? Exactly. Good thing, Johnny.
All right, good morning to you. Hey guys. So what grades do we have?
Probably 9 through 12.
Oh really? So a good mix.
Yeah.
Okay. And so tell me a little bit about the class. I know that I went and spoke there last year, so tell me what you guys are working on now and what you guys focus on.
So we're a mixture of video production 1 students and journalism.
Okay.
So I teach video production 1 and Zoe teaches journalism. So these are most of the journalism kids. And we do like weekly announcements, like a video weekly. We use the desk that you guys gave.
That's right, yeah, I've seen it.
Cool. And then we just finished up a whole series of PSAs on the dangers of opioid, fentanyl use.
And that's where Bob Price came in, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Vaping. So we just finished them up like Friday and we submitted them to the contest. So.
Good. Well, I can't tell you what a breath of fresh air to hear that people are still involved with video production and journalism in this world. So thank you. Hopefully, as soon as you turn 18, come see me. I will hire you. Every
I got
one
5
of
more
you.
months.
Okay?
I got 5 more months.
All right. So, and I mean that because I'm a native. I'm locally born and raised here. So I attended Plantation, Greenfield, South High. So I started born here as an intern directly out of college. I came into the station. So we have hired many of kids out of high school here at the station on my behalf. So. I do welcome you when you graduate. Anytime you guys want to come by and tour, anything you guys ever need from the station, you have my direct access. I'm the vice president and general manager of the station, so I can help you in any way. So a little bit about the station, and I'll take you in to see all the cool stuff. So we are part of the largest local television group in the world called Nexstar. So Nexstar Television owns, let's call it 200 TV stations throughout the United States. Name the city, every single city in America, we own a TV station. Which is so great because you think about it. If you start locally at KGET, Bakersfield, or Telemundo, we can then leapfrog you into bigger cities and bigger markets at any single station you want to go to in the entire nation. Really, any single station we have. Inside of just California alone, we have 7 stations. We've got one in San Francisco, San Diego, Fresno, Bakersfield, Los Angeles, San Diego. So we've got them in every single city. So the thing that you'll see is somebody will come into this market because we're considered a smaller channel, right? A smaller TV market. And then we'll put them into a major city. So we just had a guy that was working for us that we just put into Las Vegas. We had a guy that was working for us, we just put into Philadelphia. We had a guy that was working for us, we just put into Sacramento, and that's what we do here. We're kind of a training ground. Unless you want to stay here forever, we're considered the best training ground in the nation to put people into different markets. I chose to stay here my entire life because this is where I'm born and raised, and it's just easy living in Bakersfield, in my opinion. I don't want to be in traffic. I don't want to be in the cold. So I kind of like the heat and the traffic of this town, that's why I stayed. So again, Nexstar owns a group. Our affiliation, so locally you'll know us as KGT TV, Channel 17, working in the spirit of the Golden Empire. That's our NBC affiliate. Are you guys aware of how the affiliation works? Right, so our Channel 17 is an NBC affiliate. We have the CW, Bakersfield, we also have the Telemundo. So we're the only local Spanish newscast in this entire market. So the way the affiliation works is we can't do 24 hours of news, right, all day long. We just can't do it. We don't have the resources and the people. So instead, we do about 7 hours of news a day. The other remaining hours, 17 hours a day, goes to this Peacock here, whatever they're airing. For example, we're in Today's Show, Days of Our Lives, The Voice, America's Got Talent, whatever that is. We're affiliated with them, so they fill the rest of our time. Any questions on how that works, affiliation, what's on our stations? You guys are familiar with those 3? Telemundo, NBC, and CW? Very cool. Well, let's go see the cool stuff. Thank you for being early to your meeting. Don't worry. Just swim upstream.
I know.
That is our assistant news director, Eric Torres. Again, another born and raised native. News director, Mike Trihe.
Hello, everybody.
He runs the news department. He's who you want to know. Kind of a cool picture moment whenever you guys want to do here with some awards over the years. Our main banner that when we walk into the studio, everyone takes a look at. I'll bring you on up. Any pictures you guys want to take, anything you need, go ahead, and then I'll just start taking you guys upstairs. Okay. Yeah, you do. You do. That's one thing you get for free. Oh, you guys might know this guy walking up.
Hi, everybody.
Hey, good morning.
I see no looks of recognition. What? Yes. Hey, there's two. Is this the class?
Yeah, the class.
All right.
And Maddie Gannon, right behind you, comes to us from the School of USC. She is our political everything politics. That's what Miss Maddie does. Wow. Yep.
You're busy this season.
Right? I know, certainly.
So as I mentioned, they're all heading into the news meeting right now, right? So they go in there. I'll kind of talk about what they do in that news meeting. Any pictures that you wanted to get or anything with the group, it's kind of a good shot here if you wanted to get it.
Okay, yeah.
If you want to get it now, if not, we get it on the way out. It's all we have to do.
We'll do it on the way out.
Okay,
On the way out.
we can do that. So let's go ahead and follow me upstairs.
Get a picture here on the way out.
Morning. We're going to swim upstream for a minute. Yeah, I know. So I actually didn't know. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Everybody kind of fine. Watch your step. Make sure you don't trip over that. Okay. So this is what we call our production hangar, and as you can see, why it is the largest production facility in the entire county. So there's a lot of people that come to us, including movie studios, when they come in and they need to shoot something against our big green wall that we have over here. A lot of public service announcements are filmed in here. Tons of commercials are filmed in here. So there's clients in production. This is a working studio all day long. From 6 in the morning until typically 9 at night, people are in and out of here doing production. So what we built in the last year here is this kitchen right around the corner here. So I'll take you inside. So you've got the backdrops here we use for different things. And then this is our KGET kitchen. They always look a lot larger than they do on TV. You guys can file in. File in. These cameras are not automated, so they won't move automatically on you like the ones downstairs. So I'll make sure you're secure that down there. This is what we call a television kitchen. There's no water that runs. There is no electricity. There's no anything. There's no working ovens. There's no anything here. So when you're watching something being cooked, just like on Today's Show, what they'll do is they'll bring out they'll chop everything up, get all the ingredients ready, and then they go poof, and then they come back and go, this is what it looks like when it's done. And then they put the pie out for you, the stew, or whatever. So this is, I think it's all hollow. These are lights. These are not cabinets, right? So this is completely entire, like I said, no running water, no anything like that. Now we do have some induction burners that we put up here and actually grill to show things, which is really cool with this platform in here. We call it the barn shot. So it comes down, you can see the hands working with all the food. This is the only there. You put anybody's logo down there. And this entire set changes colors. So we can change the color of this entire thing. I'll show you. Go ahead. So we have difference in the background, so we can make it any single color we can do this completely green and gold if we wanted to. The west side, you guys ever needed it. Chevron came in recently about a Heart Healthy Month thing, and so we put their logos here and made everything red and blue, right? So that is our working TV kitchen set, and then back here is our major green wall that is used quite often for anything you can imagine, any sort of animation, any sort of CG, anything that you're in need of, all we do is push the kitchen set this way and anything and everything is shot on this wall. You guys currently have a green, right?
Yeah.
And is it typically like the weather green? It's called like a 7x9 on a wall, or is it painted on a wall?
It's actually a pro site.
Yeah.
It's,
Yeah.
We got it for, we paid like 20 grand for it. So it's got the curve at the bottom and everything.
Yeah.
We have the flooring,
That's
but
right, I remember it.
yeah.
Okay, so you guys are completely familiar with what a green screen can do.
Yeah.
It is. If you don't have the set that we have downstairs, which no other television station in the nation has quite the set that we have, we're so lucky and blessed to have that, or this television set, they can literally stand in front of this and create a kitchen behind it and just set a table in front of them. So that's what we did for many, many, many years before we had the actual sets. So good. Yeah, you guys are up to date on how pivotal a green screen can be for a television company. Any questions about up here in the production hangar and what we do, how we use it? You can see our monitor there. Obviously, Alex is doing something this morning with news, so that's our teleprompter. These cameras are manhandled. They are not actually automated from downstairs, like we'll show you. The cameras downstairs are fully automated. They're used with a little joystick. These up here, we actually still have to have cameramen. But downstairs, we no longer have cameramen. When I started here, there were actually 4 cameramen on every single camera. We no longer have it. So again, it just kind of shows the way the technology has changed over all these years. Any questions while we're up here in production and hangar?
What's the backdrop material made out of? I know it's like,
Oh, it's
like
like-
papery stuff. But
It's almost like a vinyl. Yeah. You can poke
and you
right
light it
through
from
this.
behind to change
Yes.
the colors? Okay.
Yep, absolutely. And the same with our big white block back there too. We light those back up and put logos inside of them and use that for.
Well, we're in the process of building a podcast studio because we want to do a podcast.
Yeah.
So I want to do a podcast and then we want to do like a newscast.
Okay.
That's a project I give my video one kid, but it's also the journalism kids are going to benefit from it too. So.
Yeah, we built an OB studio downstairs, so essentially a podcast studio for us downstairs, and recently we've now moved it into another edit bay. So you'll see downstairs along the newsroom, we have like 15 edit bays, and we had this whole room secured just for podcasts. We picked it up and put it in the middle of the newsroom to bring it back out. What administration was like, what it was like selling TV commercials, and that's how I kind of made it into this corner. People always say, it's great, you can sit and watch television all day. I don't ever look at those screens unless something's wrong. If it's in black, or if it's snow, or if something, that's when I notice something is wrong with one of our stations. Power. There was a problem here locally with our internet. Why is our TV station down? So it's one of those things where it's white noise, unless it's still black. Right? Down this hall right here, you're going to see where all the account executives are in the cells. This station cannot go right. That's the way our revenue so people can do the news here. So down this entire hall here is what we call the sales hall. That's the money hall, right? So all the business stuff is directly down this hall. Like I said, it's not like magic that happens up here. All the fun is downstairs. But this is pivotal to know our television station. So this is upstairs money and sales hall. Now let's get down to the news set.
Did you know Nick on India?
Absolutely.
Did you go to school?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah,
Yeah, we played together.
Okay, right, yeah.
Yeah, my neighbor. Oh, really? Yeah, he's like 3 down the way. For us, yeah. That's how tiny this town is. Even at school, you know, and they live right across. So, let's go to news control. This is the stuff you need.
Do they like it better?
Much better because it separates work from the set. It separates on stage versus this. Before, when they had to sit out here, they had to be quiet in the back. Or if they walked along the back to go to an edit day, they would see it on TV. So they absolutely, ever since I got here, I said, we've got to separate.
That's what made it look so real, though.
I know.
Because even when we did ours,
Yeah.
was it 2 years ago? People were up moving around. I'm like, look, it's on
I know.
news in the action right now. You guys don't even know.
It was one of the very, very last working news sets I ever saw. I didn't see anybody else doing it. But when there came an opportunity to build what we built next door, I said, we've got to. People were complaining because when you're on the news, the phones are ringing. That's the assignment desk. So right there along that desk over there, those computer monitors, is the assignment desk. So we have people sitting there 24 hours a day. What are they doing? Listening to the scanners, finding out what the news is. People are calling in. They're sending out reporters. They're like dispatchers, is what they are. So they are up there. They're listening to the scanners. They're finding out, hey, there's a fire over here. It's off of Niles in Monterey. We need to get a photographer. They're basically telling people where to go and what to do. They're driving the entire newsroom from that desk. Reporters are sitting here either ready to go on call, or they are already working on one of their stories, or they're back in the edit base editing a story that they've already put together. So it's a complete working newsroom. Elena Rusk is our noon anchor and meteorologist. She's sitting right there, and so what she's doing is just producing everything for the noon newscast. Behind us, sir.
I can't remember. Does Tammy Milchalk still work?
Absolutely. Yeah, she's our evening anchor with Jim Scott. She does our 5, 6, and the 11 p.m. for us. She's been with us for over 20 years. Yeah.
She started in 1999 or
2000. On the math, you're dead on. Yeah. I was gonna go. That's about 21, 22 years. Yeah. And it's cool that you have staples here. I always make the joke that when I was your guys' age, I was watching these people on TV. That's the truth. When I was in high school, I was watching Jim Scott. You know, and now I'm just, so it's kind of cool that we get to work together. Yeah.
So when you say she's producing the noon show, can you just tell them like what that producing is?
Okay, so she's stacking the stories, essentially. So if you were to put together a newscast and go, okay, in the A block, we have 4 stories, 6 minutes long. So she's going, okay, I need to fill 6 minutes. What are the top stories of the day? So she's essentially just what we call stacking. So she's stacking story 1, story 2, story 3, story 4, commercial break. Story 5, story 6, story 7. She does that. 30 minutes of news, you're essentially going to get about 18 to 20 minutes of news content, and 10 minutes goes to commercials to pay for the newscast that we're doing, right? So that's what she's doing, is just make sure she's stacking each and every story accordingly. And then she'll also read through the script. Whether she's written the script, mostly with noon, it's already written from the sunrise newscast, right? So she's taking anything from the sunrise and putting it in there, and anything new that has happened from 7 a.m. to 11:59, she'll place that show. She's essentially stacking, producing, scripting that entire show. So when she sits down, she knows she's about to read through. And a big part of that is news control right behind it. So I know that you guys have known. I don't think you guys use right? Yeah, okay. So people always say, how easy is it just to sit and read a teleprompter? I always get people on this one. They have an earpiece in there where they have at least 4 people talking to them at all times. And they're sitting in this news control. Producer, 2 directors, and then another reporter, but they're all through that IFB line. So imagine trying to read a book and 4 people are yelling in your ear about something. That's what's happening. So if you see someone kind of fumble on air, it's because somebody in this room just said, you need to extend 30 seconds. You need to keep going, keep going. Oh no, I already entered my script, I can't keep going. So then they keep ad-libbing, or they go, cut it short now, we don't have that next shot. Cut it short, we don't have that picture that you're about to talk about. Move to this. So there's somebody talking in their ears the entire time. They're attempting just to read the news, especially on a live show. When they're out standing by the flood, or standing by a car wreck, or standing by something else, there's people in their ear the entire time going, okay, countdown, 5 seconds, 10 seconds, 15 seconds, you're done. So it's something I always like to explain to people. It's not just sitting there reading. There's a lot that goes into that. That's not going to stay in the mill.
No, that one doesn't stay anymore.
Okay, I'll hold it and let the file in.
Yeah, you can go over here.
Oh, look, it's a locker over there. This is really cool. That scared me.
At most, we'll have 5 backup for a smaller newscast like the noon newscast. Probably just yourself, right?
This is, yeah,
Okay.
this is,
So typically one director will be here for a smaller 30-minute newscast. For our evening newscast, where it's all hands on set, means it's next door, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, so here before our news set sat right here in the middle, and the cameras were where you guys were standing. So that was the backdrop.
Totally changed since we've been here.
Yeah, so that was the backdrop for this. Rip that out, pull coming in, and then use everything. So the only time we ever actually film anything in the studio now is from that camera. So right where you're standing, brother, it shoots right here and it shows this background in there. And it'll just record pretty much like 5 views. So that's the only place that's now filmed inside of here. Again, totally working with everybody together, the workstations, personnel, and also telemedia personnel, they're all in here, so even that is working on it. Right now it's extremely slow, one, because everybody is in that news meeting for the morning that's taking place we walk by. And then also, nothing really starts buzzing in this place until it's right before that 5 o'clock news. Correct. So they're either in that news meeting right now, or they are out in the getting back to really piling. It's just kind of short. It's just kind of tight in here. This is literally where they get pretty.
I find that. I like that. You go check it
So the cool thing about this here
I've got a small budget.
yeah. I went and bought those personally at a furniture store here in town. Yeah, I went and bought them here.
Oh, that right, this one. On this one.
Hey, Derek.
Sir.
Hey, Derek.
Yes.
Just a heads up, that side gate's locked. We have kind of a.
Yep, I got you.
Okay.
So what we were saying earlier, why is there nobody in the newsroom? Well, every single one of our cars are gone, right? Maybe 2 or 3 vehicles over there. So I have 12 reporters. That means at one time, 12 reporters or photographers can be out some way. And they take through that alleyway, just like I said, and they run out to their cars. This entire thing over here is nothing but little white Toyota RAV4. All of these, this up here, I think 2 of them are really still in use. When we first moved here, we had a ton of other television stations that broadcasted out of here, and we no longer have those. So there's really only 4 discs that we're using in total here, but you can imagine. You can shut it. I definitely got a few. So really, the cost of removing these doesn't make sense. So we said we're leaving them here for the optics. This looks really cool when you drive by a TV station of this magnitude and you have all these things everywhere. But really, we only use 3 or 4 of them. That's it. The reason I bring this out, do you guys know what a live view TV backpack is? greatest thing that has ever happened in television and technology. This little backpack right here replaces that truck is replaced by this because of cell phone carriage. So when a reporter has this, they literally call it a backpack, right? You can put it on or carry it with you. As long as you have cell service, you can shoot and send anything back to the TV station that you want to through this. You no longer need that $250,000 truck with a 40-foot mast that goes up in the air that breaks down 3 times a year. That you have to get new tires on. The technology can go with this $20,000 backpack replaces a $250,000 set. So for me, in my tenure in this industry, this is the greatest thing. Because now, before we wanted to go live somewhere, you could only send someone 2 people live. 10 backpacks. You could have 10 people doing live shots in replace of that 1 truck. So remember this what we call a live view backpack versus the satellite truck. I can't tell you how many times those trucks have been damaged. The mast goes up and hits a power line driving through town, just little things like that. But if anyone would have told me 10 years ago that this little thing would have replaced that, I would have laughed. So that's kind of the way that the technology has helped us here.
How long have you had that in use?
Almost 10 years.
Really?
Yeah, almost 10 years. When I started here in 2005 to 2013, we were relying on these. Now, the only time satellite trucks are still relevant is if you go somewhere without cell phones. So when the fires are way east and up in the mountains, you're not going to have cell phone towers up there, so we do take one of those.
Yeah,
That was the thing with the money.
Yeah, I knew that guy.
Midday lifestyle show. Midday lifestyle for Vanessa's birthday last week. Obviously, this is what we call creative. I had this set in my mind for 10 years on how exactly to build it, and every single year I put in the capital for it and blah blah blah. But my biggest intention for this.
A little bit of kind of how we do things in the weather department. This set was huge for us because back in the day when we had the set and we were teachers been in here, I had a small little area. That's no joke, was probably the size of this little platform right here. That was my workspace. So as I'm putting the forecast together every day, I had this little workspace, so it was really tight, over the years. So getting that was huge for us because now not only do I have this work, strange, I'm on TV every day, been doing it for 20 years. But guess who looks at me every morning? Maddie, Alex, and these 4 cameras. I always tell people, I don't have all the eyes looking at me. That's a whole nother thing. So when we MC events, all of us get so nervous to go up on that stage, grab that microphone for the first couple of minutes before we kind of settle in, because we're not used to eyes staring at us. Yeah, every morning, hundreds of thousands of eyes are looking at us, but thank goodness we don't have to look at their eyes, because that's nerve-wracking. So anyway, so what would usually happen is, so Maddie and Alex, would usually toss over to me, and we'll have a little crosstalk. Interaction with your anchors is so important, and me and Elena do it a lot at noon. You don't want just your anchors and then your weather person. So a lot of times the anchors will just toss over. So, you got your cameras rolling? All right, taking a look at our forecast for today. Yesterday was a beautiful day around the area. 75 degrees was our high. That's 5 degrees above normal. And our record, 91. That was set back in 1972. Who's ready to be outdoors a little bit more tonight? Well, you're going to get it because our sunset at 7:05 with that time change. Here's a look at the satellite radar, and you can see clear skies north and south. We did see a few clouds this morning. That is heading off to the east. So an overall nice day expected, mostly sunny skies by the afternoon. Take a look at Lake Tahoe. Beautiful weather today. The skies are clear, and we've got 39 degrees. How's that?
Obviously red, that's the camera they're using, right? That's the one that's on this back in the old days, there were cue cards. I don't know if you guys know what those are. There were cue cards that they would hold the side of the camera. That's why you would see an anchor guy that looked to the side of the camera. They were never really looking at their audience. These, again, another incredible invention. When these came through, so you very very first thing we said we have to have. We want them looking into our audience eyes. So that camera is in here. It wasn't like to see the camera, so now they're looking directly in. They're not looking off to the side of the camera or above or below. That teleprompter script that they're working in there just runs through there. Whatever speed they need at. And again, camera red, we turn it on. And all four cameras can shoot every square inch of this entire place. There's also a GoPro up here. That's the barn shot. So it just shows the entire newsroom at the end of the newscast.
Roll camera, rolling, action. Thank you, Mariah. Now on to this week's weather. Last week was a pretty sunny week with the highs up to 77 degrees. Sunday was when temperatures started to low down to about 60 degrees. Monday, temperatures started rising back up to 70 degrees. Yesterday, the highest degree was about 80 degrees. Today, the highest degree will be up to 90. But don't worry, temperatures will soon start to lower down to 80 and back to our normal 70 degrees. Now back to you ladies at the desk.